Good afternoon and welcome to Blindbuilds. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be covering days 1 and 2 of the Lego Advent Calendar. Yes, if you watched my earlier video today on 3D puzzles, I was telling you that the Advent Calendar wouldn't arrive until like the 5th or 6th of December, next week. Well, I finished recording that video, I uploaded it, I walked out of my office, and my roommate had put a package on the counter in the kitchen. And what is that package, you may ask? Why, that's the Advent Calendar arriving a lot of days early, but perfectly on time for me and for you. So we can go over the Lego Avengers Advent Calendar 2023 together. And of course, today we're going to cover days 1 and 2 since today is the 2nd of December. This is something that I got for myself because I personally have never had a Lego Advent Calendar. I've always kind of wanted one, but it was just something I never got growing up. And it was something I've just never been able to get for myself because of, forgetting most of the time. But this year, seeing as Dr. Helga has sent me a Advent calendar, I thought to myself, I want an Advent calendar of Lego because darn it, I deserve one. And you deserve one. Get yourself a Lego Advent calendar today. They are a lot of fun from what I hear. So today, we're going to see if there is much fun as the stories talk about. So this thing's supposed to open top down. And there's a little big flap on the front of the box that folds down. And you may need to bend it just a bit. It's a little bit, the box is just a little damaged, but it's okay. So I'm going to start over here at the top right-hand corner. I have no idea if that's the correct way to do it, but that's the way I always do it. It's the top right-hand corner. And make sure that is the door. Yes, so we're going to just open up day number 1 in the top right-hand corner. And let's see what we get from day number 1. Okay, let's reach in here. And what do we got coming out of this? We've got... What is this? Okay, so let's see what we got in day number 1. We're going to pick this up and slide it over here to the side. You know what? Nope. We will open day number 1, and then we will get into day number 2. So this is day number 1. Let's go ahead and rip this packaging open, and let's see what we got. Because it feels like a lot of little pieces. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm just going to move that up there, and that there. Okay, and let's pour it in my hand. Let's see what we got here. All these little pieces. Pieces have been removed from the bag. Let's set the bag off to the side, and let's see what we got here. We've got a... Oh, that's cool. It's like some sort of crazy armor piece. And then we've got this piece, which is... What is this? It's a weird feeling piece. It's got some... texture. This is actually the first time I've ever come across this type of piece before. It feels like... Well, I don't know what it feels like. It's weird. It's weird. And then we've got this little thing, and this little thing. Modified 1x1s with a little circle thing on the side. Another modified 1x1 with a little circle thing on the side. And then we have what feels like little fires or something. 2 of them. We've got these little bitty guys. There's a couple of them. There's actually 3 of these little bitty guys. Whatever in the world they are. What is this? Okay, I'm going to assume these little guys are fire. And I'm going to assume this is some sort of wingsuit. So, making the assumption that this is supposed to be a wingsuit backpack for the, Iron Man, let's work with that assumption. So if this is a winged backpack, that means that these pieces come down at the bottom of that bit to give it a kind of a full-on wing shape, right? I assume. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. I don't think it goes up. I think because if you put it on the top, it will cover that head area, and it just doesn't fit like that. And if there's no way for it to connect below because of minifigure stuff, so I guess it comes out to the sides and acts as little wings. All right. Now we have to figure out what we're doing with these 2 things that have holes in the sides of them, and I guess they go each at the top. So let's see about this fire. Does the fire connect to this piece? Let's pull this piece off. All right. Now let's see if the fire actually connects to it. There's a little bit little bit of a spot somewhere on this little thing. So let's see, does that side fit in place? No, 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 that side doesn't fit. Does this side fit? No, that side doesn't fit. Huh, what are these? What are they for? There's a little indent in it, and they're all the same. So they should just be able to fit. Ah, there it goes. It's in there now. Okay, cool. So that's a little fire. All right. Now where's the next one? Okay. Where's the next little one by one? Here it is. Okay. Now we're gonna do another little fire, I guess, on this side. Is that how it goes? No, no, no. It goes on the other side, doesn't it? No, I had it right the first time. This is a weird little piece. I like this little piece, but I have no idea what it's supposed to be. I mean, I assume it's fire. It's a little bitty fire, though. It's tiny little fires. Okay, so let's see if we can put these tiny little fires onto this thing. Okay, so one tiny little fire to this side. Yeah, and it comes down, and that piece that folds over acts as a guardrail, so the Iron Man doesn't burn himself, I guess. Okay, and then this little fire piece goes on this side. All right, there we go. And yeah, the little fires are just on the outside of that little winglet thingy-majigger. And what's left? We've got this one little piece left, this one little extra fire. And there is not really a place for an extra fire. So I guess we just get an extra fire. But we can always just put it at the top. Right? Can we put it up there? Yeah, there we go. A little extra fire. Sparking off the top. So I guess this is some sort of crazy jetpack. It feels like a crazy jetpack, and let me know in the comments below, did I build the crazy jetpack right? And I know for a fact this is not day one. Day one's supposed to be Iron Man. So I'm going to set that off to the side, and now let's cover day number 2. Okay, because we've already screwed up with the counting on day number 1 by starting where I assumed was the correct way to start, but oh well. Let's move on to day number 2, which is to the left of day number 1, by my calculations. Oops. Well, there it goes. All right, let's pull this little doorway. Come on, open up. There you go. Let's open this little door up and reach in here. And what do we want to pull out this bag? Ooh, we got a bag. There's a big bag. All right. So let's see what we get for day number 2. What? Doors. Set this over here and figure out what we got for day number 2. Okay, so day number 2 is, I hope it's not the train. I don't feel like building the train right now. Alright, let's rip the top of that open and let's reach inside this bag and see what we get. Okay, let's pour it all out into the can. Make sure that we got everything in here. There we go. There it is. I do it this way so that pieces don't bounce everywhere. You know, it's difficult enough seeing a piece where it bounced to when you can see. Yeah, it's even more difficult when you can't see and there's a rug on the floor, so you won't even know where it bounced to. Whoa, whoa, we got a lot of pieces here. We got a fun piece. Oh, that's a cool one. Okay, all right, we got a cool piece. We've got another interesting piece. That's an interesting one for sure. And what is that? Okay, we've got another piece that I've never experienced before. Fun! More pieces that I've just never experienced. We're gonna set these odd pieces over here to the side. Okay, what else we got in here? We've got another one of these. What are they supposed to do? They feel like flowers of some sort with a tiny little, they're like giant flowers. They're kind of cool. Wait, are these supposed to be webs? I think they're supposed to be webs. Maybe they're supposed to be webs. We're still learning these pieces. Okay, so we got these 2 there. We got this weird base thing, and does it feel like webs as well? Actually, it does kind of feel like. Maybe this is the golden webs that we were supposed to get. It's just an odd collection of pieces here. There's this one that spreads out. Huh. I wonder if you're supposed to make a tree out of this. There's another piece there that spreads out. There's just a lot of them. Hmm. Okay, and then you've got this piece here that feels like more web. I guess that's what this is. Tired of guessing. I'm just going to make assumptions here. This is Spider-Man's webs. He's got a lot of them. Okay, but that doesn't explain what these are. They're like honkers or something. Okay, so these teeny webs here, and then we've got this type of web here. But does any of this stuff actually connect to the other stuff, or is all this just a bunch of spare pieces? I think all of these are just pieces. Though, what is up with this piece here? It's got a little bit in there that a minifigure can hold. That's odd. Okay, so no minifigures yet, but we have all these fun little web pieces that don't seem to connect to one another at all, but they are fun nonetheless. I think that's pretty neat, actually. I like these pieces. They're fun. They're kind of cool, but I wish they had little slots in them so you could just kind of stack them up or something like Transformers Blast Effects. But none of these pieces seem to be able to connect to one another. They all just seem to be different types of web that the Spider-Man can shoot out. We've got our giant web that feels like a shield from Wakanda. And we've got our tinier webs. We've got another medium-sized web. It would be neat if all these stacked on top of each other, because then we would get one really neat thing. But it's just a bunch of golden webs. Well, people said it was golden online. I'm going to assume that they were right. I gotta trust people who are better at something than I am, and a lot of people are better at seeing it than I am, so I'm gonna go ahead and trust that that's the case. So we'll slide all of these web pieces, which do not fit together. There's no sort of connector piece amongst any of these. They just seem to be a haphazard bunch of webs. Cool. So for day one, we get a jetpack for Iron Man. And I knocked off that little piece wherever it went. Oh no. Oh no. Little fire piece. There it is. Okay. So we've got little fire piece for Iron Man, I assume, and webs for Spidey. This is not too bad of a showing so far. Let's put that piece in there. There it goes. Yeah, little fire pieces. I hope that's right. It kind of feels cool. Alright, well, that is enough for today. I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode on the Lego Avengers 2023 Advent Calendar. And please tune in tomorrow where we'll be covering day number 3, whatever day number 3 brings us. Alright, until next Prime, bye bye for now.